How you going? So about a month ago, I filmed some comparison tests between the new GoPro 7 Black and the GoPro 5. I never got around to editing any of the footage because... So I'm on Thanksgiving break right now from school and I'm trying to push out as much of my backlog of videos that I can. This is not going to be a full review or tutorial on the new 7. I just wanted to shoot some comparison footage. I wanted to test out the new audio and the Hypersmooth. So if you're on the fence about if you're going to upgrade to the 7 or if you're like me and you just like watching comparison tech videos like this, hopefully it doesn't suck. All of these videos I'm going to be shooting in the GoPro color picture profile. For the settings on these tests, it's a little tricky. The nice thing about the GoPro 6 and 7 is that we can set these ISO ranges. So you can set it to go no higher than 100 to have the cleanest footage possible, or you can set it between 100 and 400 to still give it a little bit of flexibility. But with the 5, we can only set a single ISO, and the lowest we can set is 400. Now, obviously with the 7, the most exciting thing is this Hypersmooth. So I have that enabled for everything except for the slow motion tests. I'll have all the settings posted down the bottom of this test footage, and I'll also let you know which camera's microphone I'm using as I go, because the 7 apparently has a big step up in audio quality. So here's some really simple test footage. Okay, first test is just a basic walking, vlogging test. Got some nice direct sunlight on my face, so the colors and the saturation should be good. I'm holding it a little steady, but I'm also not really. I'm kind of just holding it out in front of me. Probably quite a bit of bob and walk in my step. Also, how's the audio? This is the GoPro 7 audio, and then this is the GoPro 5 audio. It's not a lot of wind outside right now, but still, how clear is my voice? That guy got a parking ticket. And then a running test. This is running. How's the wind reduction? How's the shake? How's it look? Now for a skating test. Okay, so we're shooting in 4K 60 on the 7 with Hypersmooth turned on, and we're shooting in 2.7K 60 on the 5. No stabilization on the 5. How's it look? Got a bit of wind. Quite bright out, so there should be some good saturation in the skies and the trees. This is an outdoor audio test. I'm still shooting 4K 60 and 2.7K 60. I'm outdoor on the road. There's a little bit of traffic going past. Looks like there's a car going past right now, so I'm gonna keep talking and to see how that sounds with the background noise. Is it doing any noise removal? And to see how that sounds with the background noise. Is it doing any noise removal? Things like that. A lot of the tests I've seen, it sounds like the 7 has a lot better noise cancellation, like the background noise. The last test I want to do is an indoor audio test comparing the two in a closed environment. I'm in my office. That's a real mess right now. This is the audio on the GoPro 7, and this is the audio on the GoPro 5. How's the background noise? How is my voice? Does it sound clear? I'm talking pretty directly into these microphones. Once again, this is the 7 and this is the 5 in an indoor closed audio test. Now the highest frame rate we have on the GoPro 5 is 120 frames per second. So for these first slow motion tests, I have both of them set to 1080, 120 frames per second. Now even at these settings, the GoPro 7 is able to have its basic stabilization turned on. It's not hyper smooth, but it's definitely smoother than the 5, which has no stabilization. Now with these slow motion tests here, I have the 7 shooting in 240 frames per second in 1080, and the 5 is still shooting in 120 frames per second. Slowing both clips down to 20% yields the same result. However, while I was doing tests, I realized that my phone, the iPhone 8 Plus, also shoots in 1080 240 frames per second. Now the sensor is a lot smaller than the GoPro 7, but I can slow both of these clips down to 10%. Now it's a lot more cropped in than the 7's wide angle, but I still thought it was really interesting to compare the two. So that's all the test footage I shot. After looking at all the footage, I'm pretty blown away by the audio improvements and the hypersmooth. The microphone on the indoor audio tests is literally good enough to use just by itself. And that was just straight out of camera. You could tweak and master it to make the voice pop a little more. I actually have another video I shot with the 7 where I tried to vlog on it for a day. So keep an eye out for that one after this video. And the hypersmooth is pretty amazing, especially for micro jitters from shooting handheld. I mean, they hyped it up a lot, and I think it comes pretty close to living up to the hype. I don't think it's a gimbal killer for serious stuff. I mean, the GoPro Karma Grip is still one of the most amazing pieces of tech out there, but this hypersmooth is definitely the best in-body camera stabilization I've ever seen on a camera. I'm really interested to see if they can implement it into the next GoPro Fusion. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful or at least enjoyable. If you made it this far, please feel free to comment and let me know which of the tests you enjoyed the most or what you found interesting. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Peace out.